So welcome back to another modern house tutorial. This one is really easy to build, and this one is a nice modern house tutorial with 2 pools. Now there's going to be 4 reference images that are going to pop up. These images are going to help you with the build if my voice isn't enough. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the tutorial and hopefully you have an amazing build. So guys, just here, and as you guys can see, we're back for another house tutorial. So let's get started. We're going to start by building 2 blocks of oak wooden planks. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're just going to fill this in like that. Oh my god, there we go. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our quartz slabs. And we're going to use our quartz slabs, and then we are going to build on this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to start here, and we're going to build across 1, 2, 3. Then across from here, we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then from here, we're going to build across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. So now that that is done, our next thing to do is to add this 1, 2, just like that. And then so in this area in here, what we're going to do, we're going to add water. So for a block of quartz right here, what we're going to do is we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that. And then what we're going to do on the side over, no, in fact, starting here, we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like that. And then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then across here, we're going to fill this in like this. There we go. So yeah, let's add the extra quartz. 1 layer right here. Then what we need to do now is we need to go around to the front of the house. And then on the left side over here, what we're going to do is we are going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. Then we're going to get our quartz blocks here, and then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, and then we're going to leave that there. So now we're going to finish this off. We're going to add 1, 2, 3, and we're going to build this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just the same length as this block. Then we're going to do this across here. So we're going to add 1, 2, 2, 3. Then we're going to come over here, and we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, as you guys can see. So this is what it should look like right now. Then in the middle along here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves oak planks, but we're also going to add ourselves oak stairs. So we're going to come to this point right here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3. And on the 4th block, we're going to place 2 oak stairs like that. And then in here, we're going to place oak wood. There we go. Then along here, we're going to add ourselves more wood. So here, 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 and here, just like that. There we have that, as you guys can see. So the next thing we want to do now is we want to make sure we continue on with this design, and we want to make sure we continue on this design starting over here. So starting over here, what we want to do is we want to leave a 2 block gap from here to here, as you guys can see. So what we're going to do is we're going to place 2 blocks of wood right here, 2 blocks of wood right here, and we're going to do this all the way until the end, like this. Just like that. And coming here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Then coming over here, what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2, 3, just like that. So then now what we want to do on the edge right here, we're going to get ourselves some oak stairs, and we're going to place 2 there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the wood all the way up until this point right here. So fill in the wood up until that point right there, just like that, as you guys can see. So now that that is done, what we now need to do is we need to do this part of the driveway. So for this part of the driveway, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves some polished diorite, and we're going to add ourselves some oak planks. So we're going to place 1 block of wood, and then 4 blocks of polished diorite, and then 1 block of oak planks, and then 1 quartz slab like that. But instead we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. There we go, as you guys can see. And then what we're going to do again is starting from here, we're going to add 7 blocks going forward. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fill it in. Do the same for this. There we go. Do the same for this. There we go. Do the same for this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the same for the wood too. There we go. So as you guys can see, that looks pretty amazing. Now what we need to do is we need to, on here, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then across the top, we're going to add some wood here. Like that. And then on the side here, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to add some quartz along the top here to fill that in. And then we're going to also add quartz along the top here to extend it out to the same length as that. So that's what that should look like. So now, as you guys can see, we're going to also add ourselves the quartz. And this quartz is going to be the quartz with a pattern on it. And it's a quartz pillar. So for the quartz pillar, we're going to start here. Next thing for us to do now is for us to add the quartz pillars. So we're going to add them here. But we need to place one block here first and then place the rest of them towards the side. So we're going to place them all the way along the side. So place 1, 2, 3 like that, and then place them all along the side so that it's facing the side, as you guys can see. So then destroy that. So it's only just for the pattern of this, as you guys can see. So it should be going sideways and not upwards, or not like any sort of other pattern. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but just going left to right just looks a lot better. So that's what that should look like. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to continue on with this design. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves our normal quartz blocks. And of course, after we have 2 blocks here, we're going to place another 2 blocks here. And then the edge, right on the end here, we're going to place another pillar quartz layer like that. So now what we're going to do with our oak planks, right here, starting on the edge, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3. And starting here, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3. Across the top, we're going to add 2. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves our black stained glass pane. We're going to come over to here, and then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the edge, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. So now that that is done, that looks absolutely amazing. And then, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to build up the glass in this area. So we're going to keep this going on like this. There we go. And then now that that is done, we're going to get ourselves a door like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a door, and we're going to place the door right here like that. There we go. So as you guys can see, that is what we're going to do. And then the next thing we are going to do is we are going to, of course, build ourselves the roof starting from this side. So we're going to do that now. So starting here, what we're going to do is we're going to count this, and we're going to make sure that it equals 16 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to add 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should be in total 16. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which is good. Then what we need to do is we need to extend this by 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, just actually 3 blocks to make the total 4. Then from here, extend this all the way out like that. Then for every 3 blocks, so we're going to count 1, 2, 3. Just place that there, and then just leave that there. So that's pretty cool. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use our wood, and we're going to build across, adding 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then building this up. There we go. And then building this up too. And then that is cool. The next thing for us to do now is for us to, of course, once again add ourselves some more quartz. So what we're going to do is we are going to, firstly, building up from here, we're going to add ourselves 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then here we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to not fill in this area right here. And then over here we're going to do the same 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then what we're going to do as well, we're going to do, okay, this is kind of confusing. No, it's not actually, sorry, it's not confusing. So starting here, we're going to extend this up by 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out all the way to the edge like this. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. and then we got 1, 2, 3, and then as you guys can see, just like the bottom, we're gonna add 1, 2. And then along here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna extend this out all the way until this point right there. So we're gonna extend this out all the way until it reaches this point right here, as you guys can see, which is good. And then the next thing we're gonna do is, as the bottom is, we're gonna add a pillar like that. There we go. And then along here, we're gonna add ourselves oak planks. And then along in this space right here, we're gonna add ourselves quartz. And then as you guys can see there, that is looking absolutely amazing. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves some black stained glass panes there and there. And then we're going to add some more here like that. And that looks absolutely amazing. And then the next thing we need to do is add oak planks here and here. And then there we go. So that's pretty much the front and side part, except we need to also add ourselves the back part and the other side part too. So we're going to do that right now. But also what we need to do is we need to add ourselves our stairs. So starting from where should we start? We should start from here. So destroy this block on the edge, and then place 2 stairs like that, and then place 2 more underneath, and then place 2 more here, place 2 more underneath, place 2 more here, and then place 2 more there. And then that is where that should line up. Then we're going to go underneath here and we're going to add some, and that looks like that. So that's what that bit should look like. Then we're going to continue. What we now need to do is we need to continue on with this design. So for this, what we need to do is look, the quartz here, we need to bring this all the way back right until, well, not right until, in fact, all the way until this point right here. So it lines up with this. Then just add some quartz, 1, 2, 3. Then what we now need to do is add ourselves a black stained glass pane all the way around the edge, and then stop here and then bring it in like that. So just here and then along here. In the middle here, we're going to add ourselves 2 quartz. So destroy these 2, 1, 2, place some quartz, 1, 2, no, actual quartz, 1, 2, and then place yourself some birch doors. There we go. So as you guys can see, looking absolutely brilliant. Then the next thing we need to do is, just like the bottom bit we did down there, we're going to extend ourselves our quartz. So in this area, we're just going to extend it out by, in fact, let's just do this first. Extend this out all the way until the edge like this, and then build it in this area, build it in this area, just like that. And then in here, we're going to add more quartz, 2 blocks, 1, 2. So then now what we need to do is above area, what we need to do is the same thing that we did on the bottom. So we're going to add a layer of quartz starting from here. So we're going to add a layer of quartz, bring it all the way, and then join it up here, add 1, 2. Then what we're going to do the same thing that we just did at the bottom at the top. So we're going to bring this all the way across, and then like we just did there, we're going to line this up and then add ourselves more quartz along here, just like that. So aligning ourselves up with the stairs where it lines up, we're going to place 2 more quartz, 1, 2, and then in this area right here, we're going to fill it in, and then this area down there, we're going to fill it in. So line this up too at the bottom, as we did with the top, fill it in. Then at the top here, fill this in. So now that that's completely good, what we're going to do is we're going to use ourselves our birch stained glass panes. Not birch stained glass panes, our black stained glass panes. Then we're going to go all the way around the edge, starting here, go around the edge like this, then go around the edge here and leave it there, as you guys can see. So this area right here is going to be the area in which we add some shrubs. I don't know what you call them, plants or something, but yeah. Then underneath here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves black stained glass planes. We're going to add 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to add a pillar of oak planks, 1, 2, 3. There we go, not there. Then we're going to add more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then right here on the edge, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, just like that. So then of course we're going to fill this in as well. There we go. There we go. There we go. So that is how that should look so far. It looks pretty cool. If you're wondering what's going to be in this area, it's going to be a pool. So for the pool area, we need to add a layer here, and then we're just going to add some water after. But that is essentially the front part of the house done. So we're now going to rotate towards the back. For the back of the house, it's pretty simple. So the next step for us to do now is for us to do the back part right here, and we're going to continue on. So for the back part, we're going to extend our quartz from here. we're going to build this all the way out, keep extending it, keep extending it, keep extending it, keep extending it until there, as you guys can see, and place that there. Then from here, we're going to extend this out all the way to the edge. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then now that that's joined up, we now have the base. So in this entire area all around, we're going to add ourselves some quartz. There we go. So, and then we're going to do the same here. Do the same here. And I'm just going to add some more quartz here. And in fact, I actually shouldn't add quartz here. That was a mistake. This is actually the garage. So, I mean, you can, but don't add quartz here. That's a mistake. Well, you just saw me make the mistake. But yeah, add quartz up until this point right here. The rest of this area should be empty, but just add it up until this area right here. So, continuing on for the back design, what we're going to do is 2 blocks of glass, 1 block of wood. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add 1 pillar there. So as you guys can see, that is the backwards pattern. It's pretty similar to the front with 2 here, 2 there, 1 here, 1 there, 4 here, 4 there, and then 1 here, 1 here. Pretty similar to the front. So now we're going to build this up. So this pillar right here, we're going to build this up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to the top. Then over here, we're going to build this all the way to the top. This pillar, just this pillar, not this, just this pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here, we're going to build this up 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then on the edge again, we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here, what we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. There we go. It should all be the same height. Then what we now need to do is on the edge, we're going to add ourselves stained glass panes. We're going to add 1, 2, 1, 2. Then up to here, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Leave a gap in the middle for the quartz. Then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to add basically just add the quartz in the middle from now because it will make things much easier. So add the quartz. There we go. And then add quartz in the middle from here. And then add quartz in the middle from here. There we go. There we go. Just like that. And then along the edge here, we're going to add another layer of quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then along the top here, we're going to add ourselves just a layer of glass. Just a layer. Not like this. Just one layer. Then along here, just like we did just there, more windows. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to add more windows here. It's very hard to place these blocks. There we go. And then we're going to add blocks of quartz. 5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. So just fill this in. Oh my god, this is so hard. There we go. And there we go. There we go. So that is how the backwards should look now. Now this is going to look a lot better when we add a pillar of quartz all the way along the back. There we go. And then extend it out by 1 and then connect it to the side just like that. So that's how the back should look. Now that that is done, we're going to move on to this side of the build. Now that this side of the build is here, what we're going to do is all along this side, we're going to fill it in with quartz. So connect to this up, this point over here, and join it up here. And then just join this up from here all the way into quartz. As you guys can see, just a huge quartz wall. That's why I used the mod to do it, because it's pretty simple. Then from here, we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should line up perfectly with this. Then build this up 1, 2 blocks, just 2 blocks, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Then what we need to do is we need to continue on and fill in this entire area. So for this entire floor of quartz, we need to make sure it's all filled in with quartz. So starting from here, we're going to add ourselves quartz and bring it all the way to the end. And then we're going to fill in this entire area. So this entire floor, this entire level should be with quartz. And so should this entire level filled with quartz. So we're going to do that now. So from here to here, filled in with quartz. And then from here, in fact here, should be filled in with quartz. There we go. So as you guys can see, that's how that should look. So all filled in with quartz now. All pretty much done. The last things for us to do now is to add the thing on the side here. And then add the last roofs. So we're going to do that now. But we're going to connect this black stained glass pane up first. So we're going to connect this up all the way. Keep it going until we go here. And then stop as it joins up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the roof, and then we are going to be absolutely done as well with this side part right here. So for this part down here, all we want to do is we want to add ourselves the oak planks along here, and then just fill it in. So just close this off like that, and then just add wood there. That's the bottom bit done. So let's go to the top. Let's go to the top, and then let's come over here. So we're going to finish off this part right now. So the next thing for us to do now is get our oak planks and then build all the way until this layer right here. So it should be the same length. Then build it to the same height, adding 2 blocks like that. Then what we need to do now is here in the middle, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves the door area, I think. Hold on. No, in fact, in this area right here, it's just glass. So we're just going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And we're just going to do this. There we go. There we go. Just keep adding this. There we go. Yeah, now that that is done, we're going to continue on, and we are going to use ourselves our stained glass pane, and we are going, in fact, no, stained glass panes are done. Last hit point here, add a wall over here, and then we're going to add a wall, add the wall, same height as the other blocks, just like that. So now the last step for us to do now is to add the roof, and then after we add the roof, we're just going to add the grassy areas. So for up here, we're going to start on the edge, and essentially both of these roofs are extended. So for this roof, we're going to start on the edge, and we're going to go all the way around it, 1 block around it, and we're going to build quartz just like this, just like that. And we're going to go all the way around. So that's what it should look like. Then in the middle, we want to fill it in with a quartz. There we go. Okay, that didn't work. But there we go. As you guys can see, that's what that should look like. Then for this part, it's exactly the same. We're going to do this. So let's do this now. All the way around the edge. And then there we go. All the way we go. All the way around the edge. And then we're going to do the same, just fill it in. There we go. So as you guys can see, filled in. The next thing we want to do though is for some extra design, we want to just extend this part out by an additional 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there we go. As you guys can see, that is what that should look like. So pretty much the house is done now, but we just haven't added the extra details like water and stuff like that, which I will do now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add ourselves the water and the doors and stuff like that. So outside here, if you want to access this area, just destroy 2 blocks, and then of course just place the doors. There we go, just like that. And then that looks pretty cool. And then the next thing we want to do now is we want to add ourselves the water. So for this area right here, I'm just going to place quartz. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then for here, we're just gonna dig this area out. So in this area, just destroy this all like this. Destroy this area. Then underneath, what we want to do, add ourselves some quartz. There we go. There we go. There we go, like this. Just keep going, and then there we go, and then destroy this, and then in this area underneath, we're just gonna add ourselves some quartz. There we go, and then we're gonna add ourselves our water like this. There we go, and then we're just gonna add ourselves the water, and we're gonna do the same over there, over here. There we go, looks a lot better. And then on this part, we're gonna get ourselves some grass. And then we're going to put our grass on the edge here. And I'm going to put water here. Then I'm going to put our grass here and our grass here. And then we're going to put water here too. Oh, no. Didn't mean to do that. There we go. And then we'll water here, water here. Then we're going to do water there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to do the same thing we just did there. Grass on one side, water on one side. There we go. As you guys can see, it looks absolutely amazing. So now that that is completely done, what we need to do is we need to get ourselves our fences, and then we're gonna get our fences, and we're gonna place one on the, oh wow, I think maybe I did this wrong. Did I do this wrong? No, I didn't. Ha, My mistake, I did it absolutely right. Okay, so for this area right here, what you want to do is you can add some leaves, which we're going to do. So I'm going to add some leaves and some fences. So I'm going to just place leaves here, another leaf here, then like a fence here and a leaf there, and then like a fence here, and then like 2 leaves on top, as you guys can see. And the next thing we want to do along here is we want to add ourselves some sugarcane, and then along here we can just build this all the way up like this. And then the same for this part right here, and then we're going to do the same for this part right here, as you guys can see. So yeah, sugarcane along the edges here, and then along the edges here too. And then we're going to do the same here, add some sugarcane along the edge here all the way to the top, and then just leave the other bits like that. There we go. So there it is. And yeah, that is pretty much your finished house, finished modern house, except there's pesky bats that are just chilling there. Yeah, absolutely amazing, absolutely pretty cool. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, by all means leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's been absolutely amazing to teach you guys and be back on the channel finally. But guys, I will be seeing you in the next video.